when the movie's actually good, it makes our job a lot easier.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan Downey with MovieWeb. I'm here with another Ryan. Our name is still popular because you're younger than me. So.
Yeah, our name is still popular.
There's you're Mike
Ryans.
too, so I don't got nothing but standing here hold this mic. So tell me about how this came to you and how you came to be. I mean, you're the main character in this movie, essentially.
Yeah, you know, it was interesting. This director I'd worked with in the past, Dave Payne, you know, he knows the casting directors over here, and they've been looking for to cast this role for quite a while. And they wanted to cast true to the ethnicity. They wanted to cast, you know, Japanese American, Asian American, and they couldn't quite find him. So Dave's like, well, have you met Ryan? And they were like, no, please bring him in. So when I came in, they were excited to have me, and I was excited to be there. And it was just this awesome auditioning process, because usually when you go in, they'll like you go, oh, how did I do? And it wasn't like that. It was like I went in, and I was able to bounce ideas off of Don, and it was just this very creative process. Like I felt like I was working already, you know. And I went in, and the character design was already there, and I was like, he kind of looks like me. And it was,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been all very surreal.
You can do the live action Hiro at some point.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? This is the kind of property that lends itself to other platforms, video games, apps, toys. Are you going to be pretty involved in some of that stuff as it comes along?
Yeah, I mean, I voiced Hiro in you know, Infinity 2. They're incorporating Baymax and Hiro into that game. I did that voice. You know, we did a really cool app that's going to be out soon, and you know, just a bunch of screaming is in it. It's a lot of physicality, and you know, there's a toy with my voice in it. Like that blows my mind. So there's a lot of stuff going on, you know, outside of the world, you know, just outside the world of just the film, that I'm just so fortunate to be a part of.
And I loved the immersive feeling of the landscapes of the city in this movie. And I mean, you know, I grew up loving Blade Runner, and the first time I ever went to Tokyo, I looked out the window and I'm like, it's Blade Runner.
Yeah, it really is. You know, I grew up in Tokyo, and
oh wow, it's like Shibuya in this movie.
Yeah, and when I moved to the United States, my family lives up north, so I went to San Francisco on a regular basis. So I'm familiar with both cities. Like I really am.
That amalgamation of the two is just it makes you want that to be a real place where you can live.
Absolutely, but no, but I think the film does it justice. You feel like you went there for a moment. You know, you feel like you lived in that city, because how dynamic some of those shots are, and how, you know, they built the city from ground up. You know, the geography and everything, and what they did is just unbelievable, and it hasn't been done before. You know, just on the scale of San Fransokyo. So they outdid themselves, and the city is phenomenal.
The whole thing is so much fun, and also the idea that you know, I have little kids. And the idea that the women in this movie are not damsels in distress, they're not shrews who are killing all the fun, and just the diversity and the whole cast and everything. I love that my kids get to grow up during a time when movies like this are made that are so inclusive of what life actually is.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, like this cast, they cast true to each and every one of those characters, but the characters are so diverse in the way they look and in their personality that, you know, audience members are going to be able to relate to some of these characters. So you know, the creators of the film wanted, you know, when people relate to these characters, they wanted them to relate to, you know, to really good characteristics. So like with Honey Lemon and Go-Go, you know, they wanted them to be really strong female leads, you know, not you know, to be, you know, hokey and say to empower, you know, do girl power, but just to, you know, mirror society.
Yeah, I was going to say, they feel like real people.
They feel like real people,
society.
absolutely.
Exactly.
And you know, the diversity in this film reflects the United States. If you want to call the United States the melting pot of the world, I mean, that has to reflect in the films and the television. And Big Hero 6, I think, is one of those first films that you see such a diverse cast, and you see everybody and every personality represented. And I love it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Cheers on the movie. It really is so great.
Thank you so much.
All the best to you, man.
Thank you very much.